of course, it's Wake Up Nigeria, and now we're going to show you something very, very interesting. Domestically. Now, what are all these? These look really strange for an average person who doesn't know anything about farming.
Okay, good morning. So I have my flower pot here,
Okay.
the regular flower pot. I also have my disposable cups. You know, we make use of this at home, and after using, we throw away. So instead of you thrashing it, we can actually use this to make a nursery. I have example of that here.
So all of these grew inside here?
Yes.
Okay.
I planted my tomato seeds here. So I'm going to show you. These are the seedlings. I planted this last Friday.
Last Friday?
Yes, this is what I have. And then I have my water
Okay.
to, water the seed. And we can also make use of this. I'm sure a lot of mothers use this at home, as a water can. And then
Wait, you use this as a water can to water the nursery plants?
Yes, the nursery plants.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So I have my water in here, and this is an empty one. We can just yank off
break it
off, and then make use of it.
Okay.
So I also have my flower pots, like I mentioned. But if you don't want to use this, we can always make use of things like this. Old buckets, your 5 liters bucket, something like this at home. And then make sure that the underneath is actually pierced.
You have to pierce the...
Yes,
what's the reason for that?
Now, for excess water, whenever I water my plant, so that the excess water will just seep through.
Oh, when you say pierce, you mean make several holes or just
make
one?
Several holes.
Tiny holes.
I have several holes.
Can we see what it looks like?
I don't know if the
even
camera
on the side.
I have on the sides and I have it underneath.
Okay.
So we have to make sure that we do all that.
But you don't need to do it for this, do you?
I did for this.
Oh, okay.
Now, on the farm, we actually make use of what we have, what we call the nursery tray. Okay. But I didn't want us to bore us with that.
So we can use things we have access to.
Things we have at home, especially since we're talking about home gardening.
Now, not everybody has access to this. You might think it's everywhere, but it's not. Could I substitute this with a water bottle?
No,
say, for example, bottled water, then I cut it.
We can actually use your sachet paper. Oh, your sachet nylon.
Oh, like the
pure water sachet. Okay. We can actually make use of that. I didn't bring the sample here. I started with that for my home gardening. I started with the pure water. So that is, everywhere. It's easily accessible. So we can get that everywhere. So you can, yes. So if you don't have this, you can make use of the sachet water.
Now, this soil, where do we get stuff like this?
Now, this soil, I think I actually bought this. What we use for our tomatoes is called loamy soil. So we use the loamy soil. I bought the soil. But if you can't, get this, I don't know how we can go to a gardener, those people that sell horticulturists, nearby. How you can go to them, and it's 500 naira per bag, and
Is this a bag or how many bags?
No, this is like less than quarter of the bag.
Oh, okay, great.
So
if I have access to stuff like this, can I just take it, like, how do I even tell that I have access to this? Imagine me going to the market to buy something of 500 naira and finding out it's the same soil I have just outside my house.
Oh, okay, there's what we call the soil test kit,
okay,
which is not easily accessible. But because you want, now the purpose of encouraging people to plant their own vegetables is to reduce the number of toxins we take in. So, and that's why we're encouraging people. But if you have this at home and you're not too sure, I think it's better you just buy.
Okay.
Or you can try it out. You can try it out. It doesn't cost you anything. If you try it out, it doesn't work, and then you can go and buy the soil. I did that recently. Okay. Tomatoes is so expensive now, and I planted some in March.
Okay.
And the soil I used at home, I discovered wasn't good. Okay. So I went all out to buy this.
So let's get started.
So I also have what we call the compost soil.
Okay.
I'm going to pour it in here. I actually made this at home. This can actually be made as well from our food waste, our fruits and everything. But I will need those time to. So I'm going to mix it in here.
Okay. With the loamy soil as it is.
Yes, with the loamy soil. I have my gloves. But most times we actually work with our hands.
Allow her talk. Allow
We
her
work with our
explain.
bare hands.
God,
So I
you're
have
not,
my
you're
soil.
not-
I will
it's not
turn
important
this
with her
in.
now. I have heard who's knows talking. Allow her start to do this. So you mean the
Now
rest
the
of them
tomatoes I have
say,
here.
what are they doing
Do you
here?
mind if I just
planted-
bend this slightly so
Okay.
everyone can see?
All right.
Okay.
Now the tomatoes I have in there were planted about a month ago.
This is a month old?
Yes.
Okay.
No, more than a month, about 6 weeks,
Okay.
6 to 7 weeks. Yeah, I think I'll work with my hands
Okay.
to turn it well so that I can mix the soil well
So this will take how many minutes?
to do.
Yeah.
It doesn't take so long. If I do it well, about 1 to 2 minutes, I should be done.
Okay.
So I'm okay because we're just planting the nursery now. So I have my seeds.
Okay. The tomato seeds.
I have my tomato seeds, the ones I bought. I also have the ones that I got from my kitchen. So I have it in here.
So which ones are we using? The one from
We are
the
going to
kitchen?
try the two.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to do the two so that,
We'll
just by,
see which one
would-
yield more.
yes.
Okay.
These ones here, they're from the seeds. I got the seeds from my kitchen, and these are the ones I bought.
And they were planted the same
They
day.
were planted the same day.
So apparently the ones from your kitchen, see, nothing ought to be wasted.
No, we shouldn't waste anything.
Okay.
So I have the seeds from the kitchen. I don't know if viewers can see. I also have the ones that I bought. So we're going to be planting the two.
Let me take some of this out.
All right.
Okay.
So I'll just make sure you use the same soil. We are using the same soil we'll be transplanting into. We are going to
Okay.
transplant it in another 4 weeks. So make sure you use the same soil. You take out from the same soil you'll be transplanting into. So I'm starting with the nursery now.
Okay. So this will grow in here because this is a month old and you said we're going
No,
to be
it's about
transplanting.
4 to 7 weeks. I actually didn't keep the record. So
Okay,
this
we
is
have to
actually
quickly plant so everybody can see what
See.
it's like
All
before
right.
we move on.
No, that's too much. Can you please reduce it? Thank you.
Okay. I was trying to match the amount you have in there.
Okay, so I have the seeds, the ones that I have from my tomatoes at home. So I'm just going to put them into the soil.
Is this all right? Or
It's still too much. It's
Ah.
still too much.
How many tomatoes are we going to make out of this?
No, it's okay. That's okay. That's fine. So and then I can water. I don't need too much water.
Meanwhile, they've been pierced, right?
Yes, this has been pierced so that the excess water can actually drain out. And then the nursery, it doesn't need too much sun. So I'm going to keep it where it's not too sunny and not too dark as well.
Okay.
So it needs just a little amount of sun.
Here it
okay.
is.
All right, you can just pour it in
So you
there.
just
So
pour
which
it
means you
in.
planted that.
See? I planted tomatoes. Yeah, besides the one I threw outside and grew on their own.
Okay, so we are watering this as well.
Okay.
So I'm going to keep it here in the studio, but like I said before, it's not going to be in a dark, not too sunny side, a little bit dark, and,
And then
not
we
too
wait for a
sunny.
month now.
Yes, we wait for about a month before we transplant.
Okay. Sounds like a plan. I can't wait to see what this will look like in a month's time. I have a problem with the fact that I planted the dry seeds. I would have loved to plant the one from the kitchen. But it's okay. We'll see what it turns out in 1 month. Anyway, right now we'll be going on a break. Stay with us at Wake Up Nigeria. Thank you very much, Oluwaseun.
You're welcome.